phone vibrated like a trap hornet on my nightstand, shattering the silence of my empty apartment at 2:17 a.m. My heart slammed against my ribs as I fumbled for it. The screen's glow searing my sleep-blurred eyes. It was Lily's number, our 8-year-old daughter, who should have been tucked in bed hours ago. Her voice, when I answered, was a whisper laced with terror. "Daddy? They're fighting again. He's yelling so loud, and Mommy's crying. I'm scared. Can you come?" The words punched through me, a visceral jolt that yanked me upright, the sheets tangling around my legs like restraints. My mind raced, fragments of the past 6 months colliding. Sarah's distant smiles, her late nights at work, the way she'd packed her bags with mechanical precision, declaring our marriage over while avoiding my gaze. I'd begged, pleaded, but she'd already replaced me with him. Ethan, the charming colleague who'd somehow become her everything. And now this? Our little girl, hiding in her room, phone clutched like a lifeline. I muttered reassurances to Lily. "Stay put, sweetie, Daddy's coming," while throwing on clothes, my hands shaking with a cocktail of fury and fear. What kind of monster had Sarah let into our daughter's life? The drive to their new house. Her house now, a sterile suburban box 20 minutes away, felt eternal, the rain-slicked roads reflecting the blur of streetlights like smeared tears. My knuckles whitened on the wheel as memories flooded in, unbidden and sharp. We'd met in college, Sarah with her infectious laugh and wild curls, me the quiet engineering student who'd somehow won her over. Our wedding day, her in that ivory dress, eyes sparkling with promises. Lily's birth, the way Sarah had clutched my hand through the contractions, whispering. We're a family now. But cracks had formed slowly, like frost on a window pane. Her phone buzzing at odd hours. Text she'd delete with a casual flick. "Just work stuff," she'd say, her smile too bright, too forced. I'd rationalized it. Overtime for promotion, stress from parenting. Denial was easier than facing the void. One evening, months ago, I'd come home early from a site visit, the scent of takeout tying my arms as a surprise. The house was dim, but her car was in the driveway. Upstairs, muffled voices from our bedroom. Hers, giggling, and a deeper one murmuring. My stomach twisted as I pushed the door open. There they were. Sarah in our bed, sheets rumpled. Ethan buttoning his shirt with unhurried calm. The air reeked of his cologne, musky and foreign, invading our space. Sarah's face crumpled, shock, then guilt flashing like lightning. "It's not what it looks like," she stammered, but the lie hung heavy, suffocating. We fought that night, words slicing like knives. "How long?" I demanded, voice cracking. 3 months, she admitted, tears streaming, but her eyes held a defiant spark. "You were always working, Mark. Ethan listens. He makes me feel alive." Alive? The word echoed in my skull, a betrayal deeper than the act itself. I'd poured everything into us. Overtime to afford the house, the vacations, the life she wanted. Anger boiled, hot and acrid, but beneath it lurked confusion. Was I really that blind? That inadequate? Guilt gnawed too. Maybe I neglected her, buried in blueprints while she faded. But love lingered, stubborn and aching, even as she packed. "For Lily's sake, let's keep it civil," she'd said, her hand on my arm, a ghost of affection. I'd nodded, shattered trust splintering further with each box she carried out. Now, pulling up to the curb, the house loomed dark except for a flickering light in the living room window. Rain drummed on the roof like impatient fingers as I dashed to the door, pounding with my fist. No answer. Panic surged, visions of Lily cowering, Ethan's raised voice echoing. I tried the knob. It turned unlocked. Foolish, Sarah. Or desperate. The foyer smelled of stale coffee and something sharper. Tension. Thick as fog. Muffled shouts from the kitchen. "You're overreacting." Ethan's baritone, edged with irritation. "He's her father, for God's sake." I froze, heart thundering. "What?" Sarah's reply was sobs. "I didn't mean for it to happen like this. Mark deserves to know." "Know what?" My mind reeled, doubt creeping in like shadows. Had I misread the call? Was this about me? No. Lily's fear was real. I stepped forward, floorboards creaking under my boots, revealing me. They turn as one. Sarah's face pale and streaked. Ethan's flushed with surprise. He was taller than I remembered, his shirt askew, a glass of whiskey in hand. "Mark? What the hell?" he started, but Sarah cut him off, rushing forward. "It's Lily. She called you." Her eyes, red-rimmed, held a mix of relief and dread. Upstairs, soft footsteps. Lily peeking from the landing, her stuffed bear clutched tight. "Daddy!" she cried, barreling into my arms. I held her close, her small body trembling. The scent of her shampoo a balm against the storm inside me. "What's going on?" I demanded, voice low to shield Lily. Ethan set his glass down with a clink, rubbing his temples. "Look, man, this isn't how we wanted you to find out." Sarah knelt beside us, her hand hovering near Lily's back. "Mark, please, sit down." Suspense coiled tighter, the air humming with unspoken truths. They exchanged glances. Guilty, yes, but layered with something else. Regret? Fear? It spilled out in fragments, dialogue halting and raw. Sarah confessed. The affair hadn't started 3 months ago. It was longer, nearly a year. Ethan wasn't just a colleague. He was her boss, the one who promised promotions, whispered validations. But the real knife twist? "Lily, she's not yours," Sarah whispered, voice breaking. "Biologically, it happened before we married, a one-night mistake with Ethan during a conference. I thought I could bury it, make us work." The room spun, denial crashing against rage. Not mine, but the late nights, the pregnancy announcement, her joy, my elation. I'd changed diapers, soothed fevers, built her treehouse. Love wasn't blood. It was everything else. Yet betrayal scorched deeper. She built our life on a lie, replaced me not just with him, but erased me from the start. Ethan shifted, uncomfortable. I didn't know until recently. Sarah told me after we reconnected, I want to be there for her, for Lily. Anger flared, but guilt tempered it. His motivations weren't pure villainy. A man discovering a child, grasping at redemption. Sarah's tears weren't feigned. Her love for me had been real, twisted by fear and denial. Moral conflict rage. Punch him? Walk away? For Lily's sake, I swallowed the bile. "You scared her," I said to Ethan, voice steel. "Fighting like this." He nodded, deflated. "We're figuring it out. But she needs stability." Lily whimpered, "Don't go, Daddy." The twist hit like thunder. In her eyes, I was still her father, irreplaceable. Heartbreak mingled with resolve. I'd fight for custody, expose the lies if needed. But as I carried Lily back to bed, tucking her in with whispered stories, a shocking peace settled. Betrayal had shattered us, but from the ruins, I'd rebuild for her. Sarah watched from the doorway, shattered trust mirroring mine. "I'm sorry," she murmured. It wasn't enough, but in the quiet aftermath, it was a start. The rain eased outside, leaving only echoes of the storm.